So what this means for zombies is if their brains aren't working, then they can't feel pain. But do zombie brains work? Well, it depends on the story. In some stories, they're completely mindless, shambling corpses driven only by their hunger for human flesh. But in other stories, they're a little more self-aware. They might be able to feel pain, but in most zombie movies and video games, these creatures just keep on moving even after being shot multiple times or stabbed or mauled by some other predator. So it seems like they don't feel pain the way that we do. But why is that? Well, here are a few ideas. First off, maybe they're just numb to pain. If the nerves in your arms were completely dead, you wouldn't be able to feel anything in your arms, right? So if the nerves in a zombie's arms were dead, they wouldn't be able to feel pain in those arms. And if they were dead enough, say the whole body was dead, well, then they wouldn't feel anything anywhere. So maybe that's what happens to zombies. Maybe they're just completely numb to pain because they're dead. But another possibility is that zombies aren't actually dead. What if their bodies move on their own, without any input from a brain? Kind of like how your arms and legs move when you walk even though you don't really need to think about it. You just go, hey, take a step now, but you don't have to think about every single muscle that's involved in taking a step. Your brain just sends out these signals that make your muscles move without you having to consciously think about it. So maybe something similar happens with zombies. Maybe their bodies are just programmed to keep moving until they get some human flesh. So in this scenario, they're not actually dead, but they're also not really conscious. They're somewhere in between. So do they feel pain? Well, it depends on the story. In some stories, they're completely mindless and only their hunger for human flesh controls them. So they don't feel pain. In other stories, they're a bit more self-aware. And when they're damaged, they react, so they probably do feel pain. So do you feel pain when you play a zombie video game? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, I would be kind of creeped out by the fact that I am trying to blow the heads off of these creatures that do and feel pain. That would be kind of weird. So yeah, most likely zombies don't feel pain, which makes them much harder to stop because they don't feel pain. The best strategy, destroy the brain. Thanks for watching.